So here's on my parquet. Anyone for a game of Jenga? It's great wood. It's I think it's mahogany. Wasn't keen on the varnish they had on it before though. It's gonna look nice varnished up, sanded though. Can't wait to get it down. Cleaning this up, that was the hardest part. I found the best way to get the bitumen and adhesive off the bag was to use a multi-tool. It's still a long horrible job, but that gets it off. And then clean the sides up with my belt sander so these butt up together nicely. And then all the thicknesses were so different from when it had been laid before. It's been laid before twice, and it was like all over the place, and like 3 or 4 mil difference in some of the thicknesses. So I've run them all through a thickness planer that my friend lent me, and now they're all exactly the same and will butt up nicely, and then at the end sand a bit easier. So setting out wise, what I've done, I'm going to be coming through this doorway and I'm having a double herringbone pattern going this way. So I've measured between the door, found the centre and run a line down there and checked it off the wall to make sure it's coming into there parallel, and that's me set out. So I'm going to start from there, run one band down, sticking with my centre point on this line, and then work from that. Today is a good day. So I've done this central row where I'd marked out my line and scraped off any excess and used up the adhesive that I've got out. I'm just going to let this go off for a little bit now, and then I can work from that and push down and up to them a little bit better. Looking good. Boom. Look at that. I'm happy with that. So let me show you this adhesive that I used. It's this Bona R848. It's really good stuff. Have a good read of the instructions though, because it is very sensitive to temperature by the sounds of it. And you've got to work quickly with it as well. You got about 30 minutes out of the tub time, so you got to just get a bit out, put the lid straight back on, use that up, and then go again. Well, that's all the main bits down now. Just got all the cuts around the edge. I'm going to do all the cuts and just bring them back, and then I can put them all down in one go. Let's get the cuts in. So I've been using this 4mm cone to trowel the adhesive on, but now I've got all these fiddly bits around the edge. They're quite tight little gaps, some of them. I've cut the end of this off, so I've now got a big one and a little one, so I can get in all the little fiddly bits. Sanding time. As you can see from all the sawdust everywhere, I have had a little go with the belt sander, and it brought it down flat surprisingly quick really. I mean it still took a while, but it's a good machine. But it's not practical for doing the whole floor with, on your hands and knees fighting that thing. It'll take forever. So I've hired this beast, big old floor sander, and this has got a roller on the bottom where you attach your sanding pads to. They attach on there, and I've got a variety of different grades of sandpaper. So we'll have a razz round with this, and we'll soon have it sanded. So that's the stage 1 sanding complete. I use the walk behind sander to do all the middle, and then these edge sections I've just gone around with the belt sander and the detail sander to get in all the little bits, corners and stuff. It's looking nice. Now obviously because these are reclaimed blocks, you're always going to get little bits of gaps. So to fill these little gaps, I'm using a liquid wood filler. You save the finest sawdust from the last bit of sanding you did and mix that with this liquid wood filler, and then we'll get a good colour match and work it into all the gaps, and then I can sand it again and get a proper finish on it. Sanded it down to a real fine finish. It's looking stunning. So now it's time for the grand finale. Let's get some oil on it. This is just Danish oil. I'm just putting it on clean, no dyes in it or anything this time. Bring out that natural colour. Look at that. Oh, it is popping now. I go around with a lint-free cloth and just remove any surface that's not soaked in. Oh, it's looking so good. So there it is, all finished. Oil's gone off. It's really brought the tone of the wood out and the grain. It's fantastic, look at that. I'm glad that I went for the double herringbone pattern as well. I think it looks fantastic. And then in the entrance wall I put some pine floorboards down, glued these down and glued the joints so it's nice and solid. And this is a bit of window board I found in a skip that I cut down to fit in here. Cut it around the door frame there. Cut through a nail, oops. Adds to character, shows where it came from. It's a nice tone though, that is. It sort of goes between the pine and still not sure what this is. Is it mahogany? Let me know in the comments, see what people think it is. Whatever it is, it's bloody lovely. So yeah, that's my parquet done. Well worth all the effort, I think. And then in here I've got pine floorboards for the kitchen again, and I've put some slate around the edge of the step there, so that's a nice step now. And then, as you saw in the stairs video, I've put the floorboards down up here as well. These ones I did up here first and made them all full length, so there's no joints in this. so it's nice and strong, and these are all nailed through every joint where there's the timbers underneath, and then knocked the nails in, filled them, stained it. Looks nice. Yeah. So that's me, all floored up. Nail it there. Just need a kitchen and a bathroom basically. So keep watching, you'll see a finished house soon. Cheers.